Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back to my nest. Today we're going to be continuing to eat a god. Last part ended off kind of fun. We're gonna have children. He wants babies. He wants us to have a baby. What? That's why he wanted us? Okay. For those of you who haven't seen it, I suggest hopping on over and checking out part one so you know what the heck I'm talking about. But I also realized I was playing with an old game file, so it is up to date now. We do have the newest version of the game, so heck yeah. Let's dive on in and see if we can get some answers. Are we gonna have a baby? All right, this is our boy right there. Okay, load. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is where we left off. You jump out of bed from the sheer bizarreness of the situation. Oh, look at him looking so innocent. I read that humans go through a cycle that keeps them constantly changing, and thanks to that, they're able to produce offspring. And the results are being that they're not an exact copy of them, unlike us. No matter how many times I try, our composition does not allow us to create descendants with our own. He has been trying to have children. Oh no. Then I started reading the documents that Septum has on humans. And there is a data of a birth that occurred on a Sunday. Son of Septum and a human. Wait, Septum has a human child? Or a had a child with a human? Unum approaches you that he can take your hands and cover them with his own, asking you to go along with it. You can't believe it. If you accept, I swear that I will take care of you and you will live with all the possible comforts. Please. Um um stab on him. Alright, let's court death here. Filling with your hand, you look for the knife that is kept under your clothes. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Straight to the head! Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. Oh no! When you feel it, you stop breathing and grab the handle of the knife and stab Unum in the head with all your strength. He stops moving, going completely still. You notice how the knife has landed perfectly on the redhead's head, even going through the skull. Unum still doesn't move, so you assume he's dead. You release all the breath you've been holding and try to remove the knife from Unum's lifeless body. It's stuck. He's not dead! One hand covers your grip on the knife and pulling hard extracts it. Seeing Unum alive and without a trace of red at the side of the wound is a shocking image. Even more so, what emanates from the place where the knife impacted is golden liquid. You really thought that was gonna help you. Pathetic. With the same knife, Unum decides to finish you without hesitation. It hits the same place where you attacked him, on the head. You lose your life instantly. Bad end. Don't play with knives. Oh, that was such a good visual, though. Holy crap. Oh, man. Oh, that was so cool. Okay, what do we decline? I can't. You say as quietly as possible, afraid of how he might react. But you won't do it. Not even because your life is at stake. His hand releases yours slowly, and for a moment, Unum has a serious expression. Alright. You can't believe it. Has it worked? Will he really leave you alone? I hit decline because I wanted to see if that was going to be another dead end. I do want to have babies with him. That is going to be fun. Will you be able to get out of here then? I see I have no more reason to keep you here. And I'm not hungry anymore. You can go. Oh no, is his wives gonna eat us? Unum walks you to the front door, staying in front of you the whole time. He doesn't seem upset or anything, but he also doesn't have that light attitude that he's had since you've met him. It's strange to see him so calm. He opens the door for you and invites you out. Something is wrong. But you cling to the belief that you are steps away from your freedom. With your head down, you walk through the doorway. And Unum closes the door without saying anything. Now you are outside. You're about 10 steps out the door when you fall, feeling a stabbing pain beneath your knees. You fall and roll in the grass, and if it wasn't for your arms, your face would probably be scratched up. You try and stand up urgently, but the pain is so much you can't do anything but crawl. Oh, we have seen this before. I'm surprised this looped back to this. You raise your head to understand why your legs didn't respond. With terror, you realize that your legs are no longer connected to your body. You scream until your throat starts to burn. The wives did it! And feminine laughter joins your scream in an almost angelic chorus. The last thing you see is how several hands are tearing you to pieces. Bad end. Unum let you die. Alrighty then. So, yeah. Time to have some babies. You don't know what you're getting into, but you have no idea what the procedure will be like. But under the promise that you can live, you will do anything. Okay, let's do it. Unum looks at you with his mouth open, processing what just came out of your mouth. And as if a light bulb went off inside his head, Unum suddenly grabs your cheek and crashes his mouth against yours. His hands begin to slowly move across your body from your cheeks down to your hips and thighs. I love you. Wow, stop. He's going very fast, and not to invalidate the redhead's feelings or words, but you don't think he means that. He's only known you for a few days. I've wanted you since I saw you at the hotel. I love you. I love you so much. Damn, he's crazy. But you like that? Then suddenly Unum stops. Ah, shit. I forgot about consent. I think it's something important for you humans. Indeed, it is important. You have to give him points for keeping that in mind. Can we proceed? Alright, I do give him points for that. I want to... What does he mean? You think you two are probably not thinking the same thing. So you decide to ask with some embarrassment. How would we do it? Oh, it's very easy. From what I read, Septum preferred to use this method. I must combine your soul with mine. Unum slowly runs his hand across his chest, and gently he removes something shiny from it. It is a transparent sphere dripping with a gold-like liquid. I have to place this inside your chest and then remove it. It's my essence, so we must do it carefully, he says, smiling tenderly. It won't hurt. Okay, so we're not doing the dirty do, but we're still having a baby with him. Use a knife to break his essence. Oh no. I don't know what is about this game, but I want to do all the worst things. Oh, I want to use the knife to break the essence. Oh, did that kill him? Oh, it's dripping from his ears and his mouth. Or his ears, his eyes and his mouth. You attack the sphere that Unum holds in his hand. He falls to the ground and you just watch, not believing it worked. A few seconds pass and Unum still doesn't move. You're the first to reject him. He didn't even expect that. Good job! What is going on? What is that? What? Good. And what? What even? Who were those people? Oh god. Okay. Except, you sure? Yes, I consulted with Sextum a while ago, and she said it's not dangerous because it's just a small exchange and that will combine both genes to form a new one. A demigod, descended from a symbol and a human. Though Unum's words calm you down a little, there's something that has been bothering you from the beginning. But I can't get pregnant. I don't want to get pregnant. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, technically, we can't get pregnant. Unum looks at you strangely. Is that when female humans carry the baby? You nod your head and Unum does nothing but laugh. That won't be a problem. Whether you're biologically capable of carrying a baby or not, it won't matter because there's no need to use you as an oven. An oven? Did you just compare the pregnancy process to cooking in an oven? You don't know how to take that. You assume you just let it go because he's a totally different entity than humans. Sextum explained it to me, and it takes a long time. The offspring will be cultivated within the new essence that will be formed. It won't affect your body or mine. Okay, so we don't have to carry it either. Nice. After saying that, Unum asks once more, and you calmer accept again. With the same sense of delicacy, Unum places the hand holding his essence on your chest and applies pressure. The place where he's pressing on you starts to feel hot. Not to the point of burning or pain, but hot nonetheless. Until something inside you opens, allowing Unum to pass through your chest. Ugh. Does it hurt? He asks, scared. He tries to remove his hand, but you stop him. No, but it feels strange. Just a little more. Hang in there. You both remain still for a long time, and you wonder how much longer it would take for the exchange of essences to end. Meanwhile, Unum observes your features with fascination. There is a moment when you feel your chest start to burn. It hurts a little, but you endure it. There. That's it. Unum removes his hand from your body, with the previous gold-like colored essence now taking on another color. Unum examines it before giving you a smile that shows all his teeth. With great care, he places the essence in your hand, extracting a large part of it to form two. One gold, and the one you have in your hands, a beautiful red color. Upon observing it for a long time, you notice how there's movement within the essence. Something is forming. Unum, for his part, places the essence back in his chest, guarding it. I will place the baby in a safe room. He warns you before taking the baby from your hands and carrying them out of the room. In a way, you feel this whole situation is bizarre. There's a baby! There's a little baby in a globe! Your body feels heavy, as if you just run 4 kilometers without rest. I mean, making babies takes a lot of energy. It's strange. It's like he's taken out a part of your body. An important part. You're complete. There's nothing missing. If you want, you can rest here for a while. Yes, we are tired. All the work and none the fun. Unum says as he appears back in the room and settles into his bed. You decide to lie down for a while. Without realizing it, you close your eyes for a moment. And we pass the freak out. I see that you have eaten unsanctified food. Inside you, there's a poison spreading little by little. Sorry, I can't control how my fruits are consumed. Unum is an idiot. Are we gonna die because we ate the fruit? You wake up suddenly, feeling a drop of cold sweat running down your neck. Oh, hello! Oh, he's so cute! Look at him. Aww. That is so cute. Look at his tattoo. Oh, he's adorable. How long have you been there, baby? The first thing you see is Umum looking at you closely, almost inspecting you. Your breathing is constant when you rest. Impressive. Honestly, you'd rather him make these kind of comments than have him freak out for 5 minutes, wanting to break you into pieces to discover how your body works. Have you been watching me while I sleep? Yes. Is it forbidden to do so? No, but you stop when you feel your stomach turn. Something inside you burns. You get up quickly, thinking you'll throw up, but the only thing that comes out of your mouth are red petals mixed with blood. Oh no. What? Oh, is it? I know it's not, but that's making me think of that flower disease, or it's fictional, but the flower disease that they do cough up flowers because of unrequited love or something. But I don't think it's that. I can't remember it, but it starts with an H. There's some good fan fiction with that. You look at them closely. They seem to have a strange looking symbol on them. What's that? You don't have time to think for a moment because a coughing attack stops you. Something scratches your throat. Sparrow? Don't tell me you gave them food. Oh, that's one of his wives. Elena? Umum. I heard from Ignis and Solaris that you've been preparing food without doing the sanctification ritual. What? You have to call Septum if you don't want this thing to die. But Septum is in the church. You're right. What about King Click? Oh my gosh, I can't say that. Kyun Kyun Q? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. He's mad at me. I'm sure he'll come. I could just see him as the brat of the family. He's mad at me. He's like a little brother. A bratty little brother. You're not understanding anything. And your body doesn't ask for anything more than to expel what's in your throat. But even though you're coughing constantly, nothing comes out. You're choking on the petals, and you can't take it anymore. Careful. The woman tries to go towards you, but you can't catch you when you fall from the bed to the floor. The fall is so strong that it makes your bones ache. Of course, this ding dong let us cook food, and he actually attempted to make food to bring to us, and we ate it, and he didn't even think about sanctifying it. I mean, I didn't know we had to sanctify it, but he didn't even think about it. It took a while to get in our system, though, because we've been asleep, but oh my gosh. This ding dong, how many ways can he kill us? The air that enters your lung is not enough to keep you conscious. And we pass out. You fall unconscious. You feel hands grab you by force, trying to pull you down, but something prevents you. And electricity runs through your body. Hello. You open your eyes, but the light is too bright. They're going to die? Umum's voice is heard in the distance. If this one dies and you blame me again. I already apologized. Only because Miss Ignis told you to. Hi. He looks so thrilled to be here. The shouting is what brings you back to life. You open your eyes and the first thing you see is an unknown entity that has one hand holding you by the shoulders. the other hand carefully touching your stomach. How the hell did they eat something unpurified? Your stomach churns again as the entity's hands gently squeeze a specific area. Look at this little chippy boy being all clueless. You did this! You didn't purify it! You can't help but drop to the ground to expel more red petals. Shit. Was it necessary to purify the food? Oh, he's so clueless. He's never kept a pet human before. Are you missing neurons or something? Tria had said 1,000,000 times what's happening to her fruits, and you have no idea. Your wives need to eat, and you have no idea. I don't know how to cook. They are the ones who cook. So I didn't know you had to purify food. You were so fucking stupid. Oh no. This was so bad. He's like, oh my god, how dumb can you be? Oh, your eyes can't stay open. You stop listening to what's happening and fall back into a deep sleep. The increase in temperature is what wakes you up. You feel a thick drop of sweat running down your forehead. But you want to go back to sleep again. You're very tired. You should be grateful that this thing's biology and mine are very similar. Have you done this before? Of course. I can't be everywhere at once. There's always the chance that one of my children might eat a fruit that wasn't sanctified. You open your eyes to see what's happening, but the light is too bright. Oh! King Kui, it's working. Okay, how do you say that? Okay, I'm gonna have to do a quick Google search. How do you say his name? Oh my gosh, let's see. So, he has children? Okay, how do you say that?
Quinqua.
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 Quinqua. Quinqua. Okay. I was totally wrong. Oh, Quinqua, it's working. Umum says as if he can't believe it. Quinqua clicks his tongue, exasperated. Don't shout! We still need to extract the main rose. A strange sensation forms on the skin covering your abdomen. Something is pushing its way up from your stomach with urgency. It doesn't hurt, but it feels uncomfortable. Spit it out here. Your vision is filled by a hand waiting with an open palm for something. And that something doesn't take long to arrive as you throw up a perfectly intact rose from your mouth. It's disgusting. But judging by Quinqua's face, he doesn't think the same. In fact, he looks completely indifferent, as if he doesn't care about holding a rose covered in saliva and gastric juices. Ugh. As if he had done this countless times before. I think he has. It's exactly the same. I really don't understand the difference between mine and sextoms. Their biology is very similar. Yours don't think. Umum replies playfully. You're the one who doesn't think. He's gonna beat his ass. Quinqua quickly stands up and grabs Umum by his clothes. The redhead just laughs, downplaying Quinqua's anger. If I hear you say that one more time, I swear I'll break that hybrid you're hiding. His smile vanishes completely as he looks down at Quinqua, utterly serious. Huh? How do you know about them? I can hear another heartbeat besides this human's. Umum remains silent, staring intently at Quinqua. No, you can't go after our baby! whether due to the difficulty of holding his gaze against the sun or simply discomfort. Quinqua clicks his tongue, letting go and pushing him away. I suppose Septim has already told you I'll be the one making the change. Look at his avatar. Oh, whoa, look at his little eyes above his head. Cool. Yes. Then, Unum smiles again. Do you want to see them? No, thanks. I'll return to my domain. If you need any help with any unfamiliar situation, you can call me or Sextum. You don't want to see our baby. We are all aware about this. Without another word, Quinqua leaves the room. Unum remains thoughtful for a moment before giving you a knowing look. Now comes the hard part. Cultivating a god. What? Cultivating a god. Are you want that? No, stop it. Go back. Are they going? Is he? Oh, does he mean like cultivating, like growing the hybrid? What do you mean? Isn't that how you say it? Say what? When you have to take care of something until it's ready. That's called raising. Perfect! Let's raise a god. But I'm gonna need your help. I still don't understand how organic life goes through changes that allows it to grow and improve. I've never seen it for myself. But I suppose you know a little more about this. You'll do whatever it takes to save your skin. And if that means playing happy family with the sun god, you'll do it without hesitation. Yeah, count on me. Unum smiles without showing his teeth. His expression is tender, nothing like the looks he used to give you. The day passes quickly, and incredibly, you find yourself accompanied by Unum and his wives. Even though the heat is becoming increasingly hard to bear, it's nothing that can truly hurt you. Is the heat because he's a sun god? Is that just because being around him makes the temperatures rise? Like the place here has high temperatures? A little heat doesn't kill anyone, right? No, it kills a lot of people. You look around and see 3 pairs of eyes fixated on you. Alina, Ignis, and Solaris. Even though they stare at you as if they wanted to devour you, they remain quite respectful and calm, unlike Unum. There they are, there's his wives. Unum asks his wives to show you how to purify food, because according to him, both you and the baby should eat without worrying about poisoning from Tria. You have to bring your hands together around the fruit, and you must sing the essence of Tria. Without further explanation, Ignis starts singing in a language you do not understand. Both you and Unum stare in amazement as the fruit begins to glow. Then you witness a seal shattering in midair. When Tria's seal is broken, the fruit can be consumed. Maybe the little god doesn't face as mortal a risk as Sparrow when eating unsanctified fruits, but the risk is always there. Maybe it's like us. Don't assume without knowing, dears. Today we'll cook, but starting tomorrow you'll do it. You'll cook for everyone. For a moment you think she's talking to you, but then she realizes that Elena's eyes are fixed on Uno. So pay attention. Ah, yes! She's gonna make him cook. After an intense cooking class, where you have to constantly redirect Unum's attention to the explanation, everyone gathers around the table to eat. Then you all begin to eat. The atmosphere is homely, even more so than your mind could imagine, and that scares you a little. Unum's wives talk a lot. Too much. So much that you struggle to follow them, though Unum doesn't. He pays attention to everything they say, occasionally asking questions but never interrupting. You're in a daze. Tomorrow we'll go with Dua to check on Orion's belt. It's been a long time since you've been there. I don't like that Dua refers to you by your assigned names. You're no longer her property. Yes, we are. We've already talked about this. Lets out a sigh, clearly displeased and overwhelmed by the situation. I still don't understand how it doesn't bother you. You're free. You're no longer under anyone's command. That only applies when Duna isn't around, and we still have responsibilities. Oh, are they like stars? That would make sense. They have these spikies going on. I thought it was just like solar themed, but maybe they're actually stars. But we don't mind Unum. Elena takes Unum's hands tenderly, caressing the back of it with her thumb. Hunum, on the other hand, swallows his words, choosing not to argue any further. By the time you're finished, Unum and you clear the dishes to wash them, while the wives say their goodbye and wish you good luck. Did they have other names? Ah, yes. Dunna gave them names when creating them. Usually she just assigns a number, but if they're brilliant and perform well, Dunna names them with honors. What were they called? Alkanit, Alnicta, Alnilium, and Minataka. They're beautiful names, but they're names that are under ownership. When they came with me, I asked them to choose their own names. I see. Your name, was it imposed on you? The name you gave me when you were with Nilla, does that count as imposed? You change the subject to avoid answering his questions. You don't know if Unum catches the hint or not, but he plays along. Look how happy he looks! Oh, I love the art in this game so much. He's so cute. Time passes as you discuss how to sanctify food, while Unum shows you what he learned with an apple. And incredibly, he managed to break the seal. Good boy! Look how happy he is. He learned. He learned something. With a smile revealing all his teeth, he offers it to you. Ah, oh, come on. We've got to accept. You grab the apple and take a big bite. After chewing, you smile, baring your teeth just as he does. Unum blushes and laughs heartedly. I mean, Happy Baby offered us an apple. We had to take the apple. Eventually, you feel tired, and Unum takes you to your room. Unum glances at you for a second while you're already under the sheets, then suddenly approaches. When you sleep, what does it feel like? It's a bit difficult to answer with his face so close to yours. How do you answer someone who can't or doesn't need to sleep? Explain in detail, explain in a simple way. I think we might need to explain in a simple way. Oh my gosh, look at all. Oh, there's so many options. I love this. Okay. Explain simple way. You don't want to confuse him by delving into convoluted or hard to explain concepts, like sleep phases and why dreams exist. Maybe you can explain it in another way. So you simply reply with what it feels like to sleep. While you speak, you notice Unum reclining on the bed, watching you with his eyes wide open. His attention entirely on you, catching every word you utter just as he did when his wives were talking at the table. He looks cute. In a moment, Unum's expression shifts to one of distress. Do you think the baby can dream? I wish they could experience that. It sounds liberating. Aww. Don't you dream? I think they will be able to dream. Aww. That's cute. He wants the baby to be able to dream. Don't you dream? No. We're not built like humans. We don't need to rest, much less dream. Our only purpose is to maintain the order of the garden. So sleeping and dreaming is a waste of time. Or that's what Septum says. Oh. Unum clears his throat, a bit embarrassed by his remark. You should rest now. See you in a few hours. Good night. He kisses you on the forehead and leaves the room. You ponder for a long time over the conversation with Unum. The names here are important. More important than you thought. If Unum's wives belong to Dune, then the symbols must also belong to someone. Could that someone be Septum? Maybe tomorrow you should ask why names are so important, and why Unum doesn't feel comfortable calling his wives by their original names. Little by little, your eyes begin to close, and you sink into a deep sleep. Sparrow! Sparrow! Two hands grab you by the shoulder, urgently shaking you. I went to check on the baby and there's something off about them. You have to blink a few times to fully wake up and understand what the redhead is saying. What? There's something off about the baby. Without another word, Unum grabs your hand and drags you out of the bed. Unum does his best to explain, amid panic and nerves, what's happening with the baby. But you don't understand anything. You just need 5 minutes apiece. Please. Just 5 minutes to ponder what choices led you here. Oh, the baby. Is it normal for it to move so much? Why is he asking you? Knowing that neither of you have any idea how a baby created from a combination of souls develop. I don't know. Hasn't Septum explained the development process of this thing to you? This thing? It's a baby! You don't know what makes the comment funnier. Unum's face or the fact that the thing he's clearly pointing at isn't a baby. It's a weird mass. It's a transparent mass that moves as if it was feeling discomfort. And you don't even know if it's capable of feeling anything yet. I think it needs to stabilize. We both have to take it. You hope that Septum told him this, and he's not just making it up. As you approach, you feel an immense burst of heat, not as pleasant as the warmth radiating from Unum's body. No, this heat is unbearable. Put your hand in there. Don't put your hand in there. We gotta save the baby. We gotta save the baby. Together with Unum, you both place your hands on the mass. You feel a tingling in your fingertips and arms, but that doesn't hurt or burn. So this is like the birth of a star. You're unable to answer Unum as a flash clouds your eyes. It's so bright you have to shut them tightly to avoid blindness. An intense heat surrounds and embraces you, as if the sun's rays were piercing your skin, softly kissing you for an extended time. Then the glow ceased. There's two of them! When you open your eyes, Unum shouts. Did it split? Indeed, the mass is no longer one but two. You hear the door slam open. My lady, Duan, you cannot enter this room without notifying us. I don't want you to speak, Altanat. Oh, you bitch! So this is the bitch! Oh, don't be so mean to her! And don't go bursting into places you're not expected to come in. Elena grimaces in pain, her lips pressed tightly shut. Oh, was that like an order? Oh no, that was like a command. She can't do anything. Unum turns to see Duan enter the room, followed by Elena. You don't have permission to give orders in my domain. Give her her voice back right now. After this. Donna ignores the orders, moving closer to you. I must assist in the birth of these binary stars. They are not yours. Septum has ordered me to assist with whatever is needed. And my assistance is needed now. You're not qualified for this. Unum doesn't get a chance to retort as Duan adds, her voice laced with venom. You're very egocentric, especially since those around you are even better than you. Stronger and larger, but not suitable for giving space to organic life. Duan pulls your hand away from the mass and asks for space so that she can do her work. Reluctantly, takes a few steps back with you, and when he deems the distance safe, he moves in front of you, covering your body with his own. You assume it must be for protection. Whoa, yep. Dawn places both hands on each of the masses, and with one swift pull, a glow far brighter than before emerges. Covers your eyes with his arm. A deathly silence follows, and the room's temperature becomes unbearable. And a baby's cry shatters the silence, followed by a much weaker one. Oh, it is twins! What is this? Like a fisherman, Duan holds two creatures by their feet. Both cry because of the position they're in. You feel yourself sweating and your vision starts to blur. The hot air only deepens your desperation with each passing second. That's not how you hold them, you brute! Daddy's mad. He's like, no! You don't hold my precious children like that! You better treat them right. Give them here. No! Taken aback, Duan hands the two entities to Umum, who cradles them as one would a human baby. Look at him. He's like, these are my babies. You don't hold them like that. Oh, look at them. They've got blonde hair. They got white hair. Is this a human? No, they're hybrids. I thought a god, already ready to claim their rank, would emerge from here. Not this. That doesn't matter. You will have a god ready after a while. I suppose Septum knows you're playing at being human. Duan watches the small entities in Umum's arms. The atmosphere is tense. They're yours. You need to give them their names. Now. You can't take it any longer, and Umum seems to notice how unwell you are. With a tremor of nervousness in his voice, he asks you to leave the room for a moment. He gestures for you to step into the garden for some fresh air. And you do so without a word of protest. Oh, the poor little babies. They said one was weaker, though. I hope he's okay. You trudge towards the door leading to the garden and sit down on one of the nearby benches. You take a deep breath and close your eyes. Here, the air is fresh, and you don't feel your lungs burning as you breathe in. You glance at your hands and something starts to worry you. It's not their color, since Septum also bears those marks. No, what worries you is that you begin to feel less in them. You have no sensation in your fingertips. The sensitivity in that area is almost non-existent. Although you can move your fingers, something inside tells you that sooner or later, you'll lose that ability. If you tell Umum about this, will he be able to help you? Oh no, did we give our life force to the babies, and so what we had left is slowly draining away? Honestly, Umum doesn't seem so frightening now, but you suspect it's because you've been with him for a while. And perhaps you've grown accustomed to his odd personality and presence. He's not bad, just peculiar and a bit violent when he's hungry. Could it be viable for you to stay here? If you try to escape, will you have any other option to survive? I mean, I don't think so. If we escape, we're gonna die immediately. It's now or never. Now no one is watching. You're practically just a few meters away from your freedom. Who cares about the possible problems you might face out there for being a human? What matters is you're free. Septum. You really are an idiot. Septum cuts off your head. Bad end. Meters from your freedom. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna stay with him. I knew we were gonna die. Man, I've already lost track of how many times we've died. Gotta collect them all. Yes, it's the best you can do. You don't know what's beyond the garden, nor what the world or society out there is like. To top it all off, you smell like a human. According to what you've seen and heard, that is not good for you. You're an easy target. Do you already have permission to be outside? You recognize that voice. You lift your gaze and see Septum standing next to you, looking over your shoulder. What are you doing here? Greet him, answer his question. Okay, answer his question. Asked me to go out for some air. The room we were in wasn't very pleasant, too much heat. I imagine humans can't withstand the power of so many stars for so long, let alone newly formed stars. If you hadn't gone out, you'd probably be dead by now. You want to ask if he's come to see the hybrids, but you're afraid of how he might react. Let's go see them. Unum's hybrids? They're yours, too. There's so many choices. Okay, yes, I want to see them. The walk back is awkward. Septum makes no effort in engaging in conversation, and you're sure that if you speak first without his permission, he'll get angry. Inside Unum's residence, you encounter his wives, who are outside the room. Noticing Septum's presence, all three lower their heads in greeting. Alton Tak has the situation stabilized. Elena remains silent, and Septum appears to understand why as he gestures with his hands. Her lips relax, and she replies, "Okay, he can like lift that command. That's pretty good to know. Does that mean he's more power? Well, he is. He ordered Duan to come over, so he's definitely more powerful than her." Lady Yuan has stabilized the new stars. It's now safe for Sparrow. Good. The door to the room opens by itself, and Septum makes his way through. Unum. I remind you that it is crucial for Sparrow to be present at the most critical moments. I will not tolerate them being taken away from them again. Duan stands up straight, as if a low-ranking soldier was witnessing a general's arrival. Septum, my apologies. Oh, now you're nice. Now you're respectful. I asked them to leave because the energy in the room is too condensed. I know, but I need Sparrow to observe the development of both gods. Are they stable yet? Yes. Okay, Duan, we're leaving now. Unum? Yes? I want an audience with you tonight. Septum exits the room with Duan and a quick look in your direction. Hunnam doesn't move until he senses that both symbols are far away. Oh, so she is a symbol. Then he smiles. Look! Oh, look at it. They're so chubby. He comes towards you, holding both creatures in his arms. They have a pulse, just like you. Though their heart rate is very different from yours. They're so cute. You still can't hold them. Their bodies are a little too warm. You could burn your hands. Oh. Well, you'll just have to be content with just watching them closely. As you lean in, once again you notice the heat radiating from both babies' bodies. What are their names? I'd like to wait until they're old enough to choose their own names. Why? I want them to be free. Let them do as they please until... Unum cuts himself off before finishing the sentence, and then he laughs nervously. Septum said they'll grow fast. Maybe tomorrow they won't be this little. Aww. He really wants, like, them to have free will. It's kind of like his wives, he let them all pick their names. I think from that experience, he's just like, I don't want to saddle them with something. I want them to pick their own name. Aww. So for now, are they twin 1 and twin 2? You spend most of your time taking care of the babies. Well, you instruct Unum on how to take care for them. take care of them, as you still can't touch them. And you've confirmed it yourself when you try to touch one of their cheeks. You burned your hand. Unum almost calls out Kinkyo to come and heal you, but you told him it's not necessary. When night falls, Unum excuses himself, saying he must do something important, and he takes both babies with him. He asks you to rest and sleep so you can have all the energy you need tomorrow. So you rest. We have babies! You dream. For your first time in your short existence in this small world, you dream. You are in a dark place, and you hear a voice, but you can't make out what it's saying. You don't know how or when, but it's already the next day. And the first thing you see when you open your eyes is your hand. The darkness has devoured more skin. Look at his little squished cheek. Oh my god, he's so cute. Look at that squishy cheek. Oh god. The second thing you spot is Unum lying next to you, watching you intently. You're an amazing creature. That is losing feeling in our hands. Unum, help us. I never thought I could be a husband of a human. Husband? How many steps has this man skipped? Since when does he think that you were in a relationship? Is it like that with all the symbols, or is just Unum who has no idea how relationships work? You let out a laugh at how strange it is to be in this relationship. Unum looks at you confused. Do you want to be my husband? I am running out of space. Are we gonna have all this filled up? Oh no, then I'm gonna have to like copy over stuff. Oh no. Do you want to be my husband? Aren't we already? No, sweetie. No, sweetie. We missed some steps. You can't help but let out a laugh from your throat. But we've even had children, and you live with me. According to what I read, that's more than enough to call us spouses. You let out another laugh. Don't laugh! Alright, alright. I don't know how relationships work among garden people, but we humans need time and agreements before we can earn that title. Oh. Could you explain that to me? There's no book here that explains that to you. You have no trouble explaining to Unum what it takes to become your husband, though you emphasize it's different for everyone. If I try, could I be your husband? Oh gosh, why is he so cute? For somebody that has murdered us several times, he's very cute. Maybe? Sure. Unum smiles, baring all his teeth triumphantly. I wanted to show you the rest of my domain today, but Septum says it's dangerous for you to go out. So we have to stay in the temple until the stars have grown. I don't want to miss a thing, not a single moment of their development. He's such a good dad. Are you excited? Of course. Besides, I have you by my side, which makes it even better. We're like the family that Sextum loved to watch grow. Oh, we could invite her when she finishes her prayers. Unum gets out of bed and looks at you excitedly. The girls are taking care of them while we make breakfast. Wow, it seems that Unum is taking Elena's words seriously. Incredible. He really is making all the breakfast. She was like, "You're cooking for us," and he's like, "Okay." Well, at least he's getting his cooking skills up a bit. You walk to the kitchen, and Unum performs a sanctification ritual before starting to prepare breakfast. You help him with some tasks, but he does most of the work, precisely replicating what the girls prepared the day before. And after a while of cooking, breakfast is ready. Puffing out his chest, Unum looks at the results with pride, but instantly he deflates like a balloon. Oh, I miss watching my wives cook. I see you did quite well. Solaris enters through the door with a half smile. It seems that now you are the one in charge of cooking, dear. Only if you join me. We'll think about it. Do you need help setting the table? Yes, please. It's strange. This is totally strange. You never imagined that living with them would be so normal? Where did that Unum, so overexcited about everything, go? The one who used to try to attack you at the slightest reaction of your body. What's the catch? Could it be that they'll end up eating you? After all, they are entities that eat human flesh. Are you really playing at being a happy family? Sparrow? Yes. Can human babies eat at the table? What? Honestly, I can't imagine them sitting at the table with a fork and a knife in their hands. Their hands are very small, and they don't have much coordination with them. Well, they have no coordination at all. You take a deep breath before answering, and you remember that Unum is an entity completely opposite of you, who only knows about humans from what he's read. And God knows what he's been reading. No, babies can't eat with a fork yet, okay? It's gonna be a while. The days pass quickly, faster than you care to admit. With Unum and his wives at home, there's never a moment when you're alone. There's always something to do, and it's always something pleasant. Well, not always. Can you peel this? I have to go ask Ignis something. Of course. When you take the knife and the fruit in your hand, you realize that perhaps not only is the color of your skin changing, but also the mobility of your fingers. Oh, look how black it is now. You find it's hard to coordinate and apply pressure, but you can still do it. You're about to finish peeling when Unum appears behind you, touching your shoulders. Haha, you do it better than I do. Uh-oh. Dude, you don't sneak up on someone when they're holding a knife. No. Oh. And that's enough to distract you, causing you to cut the palm of your hand with the knife. The cut is deep, and blood flows out in concerning amounts. Then everything descends into chaos. You're thankful that Unum didn't rip your hand off in one bite. Let's be honest, you know what he really wanted to do that moment was to eat you whole, from head to toe. By the fourth day, little by little, you start opening up to each of Unum's wives. Okay, I guess we got bandaged up. And like the redhead, they're eager to learn more about humans. Thanks to them, you discover that both babies need to be together. They are binary stars, which mean they are permanently linked by a tail in the endless dance, Ignis once said. Though there is a great concern on the girls' faces when they talk about it, every time you ask why, they change the subject. Look at the baby! Oh, they got eyes just like their daddy. And they got a twofer. On the fifth day, you discover their original names, and you focus on the gaze of the children. You can see a tail. Cyrus, that is the name they both share. Elena explained to you that this is because they were born at the same time. But you shouldn't worry, because it'll only be a name that no one will use after they both gods choose their own name. You can't spend too much time with them in one room, because their presence burns your skin and prevents you from breathing normally. At least now you can carry them for a short time, and you can't help but think they're cute. They both resemble Unum. They don't physically resemble you at all, and when you mention this to Unum, he just laughs. Oh, look at him holding the baby. You vividly remember the words that came from the sun god at that moment. They both share a heart and an essence similar to yours. And that is 1,000 times better than if they had an appearance similar to mine. Why? Because now I can feel your heart, accompanied by 2 more melodies. They are different, but theirs comes from yours. and together they create the most beautiful symphony I ever heard. You still can't believe that Unum said that to you. Every time you remember it, your cheeks warm up. Aww. Wait, was I blocking the baby? No, I think you could still see the baby. On the seventh day, a Sunday, Septum comes to see your baby. He looks at them for just a second and then turns his gaze to you. Your hands. It's nothing. I'll find a solution for that. Without explanation, he leaves. Alright. He just shows up, sees our hands. He's like, that's not good. I'm gonna go work on that. Ta-ta. Oh, alright. Yeah, you do that. You find a solution. Now that Septum mentioned it, Unum says as he approaches to inspect your hands. Your hands and arms have changed over time. What's wrong with them? I don't know. Don't worry about it. Say nothing and hug him. Aww. You're like, don't worry. We don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, it's hard to see this. Save. Just be like, just hug him. Oh. Hey. Yeah. I've been watching Cyrus sleep and I think they dream. They move and make gestures while they sleep. Just imagine what they dream about. Thank you so much for giving me this change. You're truly the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Unum starts to move closer to wrap you in his arms. He's so tall and his build is so massive that you can't help but feel dwarfed in comparison. His embrace is warm, yet the thought that he could rip a piece of your skin off with his teeth at any moment refuses to leave your mind. Yeah, he's got those shark teeth, you know. I really like having you here. I love your warmth, your scent, and your heartbeat. The fact that you're immortal and ever-changing. Hello. Hello. Look how tiny our hand is. Unum loosens his grip slightly to take one of your hands. Our hand is so tiny. I mean, I know they said he was bigger than us, but wow. Yes, I just put my own hand on my face to compare. Okay, maybe our hand isn't that small. But still, it's so black though. Oh my gosh. We really are getting like corrupted or something. And he inspects it while tracing the scab that has formed on you with his thumb. And how adaptable you are. Let me go, please. Just... Hello? Remember, we are friends, not food, okay? We are friends, not food. Without warning, he takes your hand to his mouth and licks it. Your heart is racing, though you're not sure if it's from fear or something else. Ah. His face draws dangerously close to yours. But you also make me want to devour you. Remember the time you cut yourself peeling the fruit with a knife? It was terrible. If I didn't like you so much, I probably would have gutted you right then. What kind of comment is that? And why does he say it like a compliment? But don't worry. I'll take care of you. Without further explanation than a smile, Unum presses a kiss to your lips. Okay, just gonna kiss us and skip some days. I see what you do. He's not eating us. He's not eating us. Oh, I think we are like developing more feelings toward him, and he apparently really is starting to enjoy us a lot. Days pass, and you find it hard to believe how quickly the children grow. You've gotten used to calling them the children instead of their original names. Now that they can walk, you spend most of your day in the garden with them, since it's still too dangerous to be indoors with them for long periods of time. The energy they release is very unstable and dangerous for a body like yours. Look at him! Oh, this one's got long hair and that one's got short hair. They're adorable. Oh, their tails, they're like curled together. Oh, look at our children. Oh, that is so cute. It's adorable to see them playing and interacting with each other or with the girls. Yet there's something that's been worrying you for a while now. Something that neither Unum nor the girls have shown any interest in explaining or discussing. Disgusting. Disgust. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So you assume it's normal, but it still worries you. And the more they grow, the more they tend to stick together, their tails intertwined. They can spend entire days clinging to each other's tails. Aww. Well, they did say that they were going to be together. Ask Unum. You tell the children you'll be in for a second, and then you'll be right back. You search for Unum in the temple hall and find him in the kitchen with Solaris, who's advising him on how to improve his latest meal. Out of curiosity, you pause to listen to part of their conversation. You need to improve your singing, my son. If you sing off key, it might even affect the taste. His voice wavers between laughter and tenderness, yet he can't help but let out a small chuckle at the end. Are you telling me I sing badly? Maybe. And that's all it takes for Solaris to burst out with a big laugh he'd been holding back. Sparrow, do you think I'd do the chants badly? You jump a little. You can't believe how Unum detected you. Well, I mean, he can hear our heartbeat, so he knows where we're at all times. It's not that you do them badly, it's just that you're off key. Avoid the answer and ask about the children. Answer in favor of Unum and ask about the children. Answer against Unum and ask about the children. You sang fine, sweetie. No, Unum sings well. Solaris laughs again, even louder, and between laughs says, There's no need to lie just to get along. Can I ask something? It's about the children. That alone is enough to get both their attentions back on you, and you don't need a verbal response as they simply look at you, waiting for your question. Is it normal for them to have their tails intertwined all the time? It's something binary stars do. Solaris knows more about it. We don't have tails, but according to what Duan told us when we accompanied her to the birth of binary stars, the union of both tails is their way of maintaining their gravitational balance. So it also works as a method of communication between the two stars. Yes, exactly. Don't worry, it's normal. You spend the rest of your day visiting with the girls while Unum takes care of the children. You're no longer afraid to leave them with him, as Unum has proven to be a very good caretaker, incredibly, against all odds. Sunday arrives once again, and Septum appears once again. You don't like that you can't be present during the children's growth checkup, but Unum can, so you don't worry more than necessary, deciding to wait outside the door. About 30 minutes pass and they still haven't come out. It's nothing to worry about. After an hour passes, the girls arrive to keep you company. They say nothing, which makes you start to break into a cold sweat. Oh no, what's happened to the children? Why are they here? Why do they look so tense? What if they don't pass the checkup? Be quiet, don't even think about it. I'm sorry. What will happen if they don't pass the checkup? You're about to panic and scream to ask what they mean when the door to the room opens. The two children come out and run towards you laughing, as if celebrating something you don't know about. Septum walks out with both arms behind his back, with Unum following behind him. They have their names now! All present. Unum, Altanak, Minnetonka and Olninum must refer to them by these new names from now on. It is strictly forbidden to call them by their original names. An inexplicable pressure runs through your body. From the tension on Enum's face, you know you're not the only one who felt it. Cyrus, you may introduce yourselves. Look at the babies. My name is Noor. And I'm called Shams. Please, Septum bids farewell in a monotone and distant voice, though his movements and expressions maintain the elegant characteristics of his being. Look at the babies, they pick their names. Why is he the only one allowed to refer to them by their imposed names? And Unum isn't allowed to? You fear the reason behind such an order, but for now you can do nothing. Is that so he can control them? That he has like power over the names so he can control them in the future? Oh my gosh, they have the little teeth. Can we go to the garden to play? Your attention shifts to the children, who look at you pleadingly, their tails intertwined. You must eat first. Oh goodness, look at these sweeties. They must eat first. The response you get is a chorus of childish tantrums. But they accept, realizing they won't gain anything from it. My fear's not so bad. End of Act 2! In the process of elaboration, you'll have to wait a while to find out how this ends. Ah! So the game's gonna continue from there. Oh, that's so cool. So we've reached a good ending. That's actually a continuation. Like, so the game's gonna be updated more. That's so cool. We are not done. There's more stuff I want to explore. We can just put a pin in that and come back to it when the game updates. But oh no, I didn't save. I didn't save where they got their name. No. I need a bit of I'm gonna have to make a mark of that part. We're gonna have to go back and save there. Oh, the little cutie pies. But I'm not done. There's gonna be another part at least. I do want to see what happens if we went with Septum instead of our boy. And there's still other dead ends to explore and options to explore. So we are definitely not done with this. We will come back to that part of the story whenever the game is updated in the future, but this is adorable. I am loving like this little family life that they developed into. Oh, we got babies. We got adorable babies. Ah. As always, let me know what you guys think down below. Please consider leaving a like or joining the nest by leaving a follow, and we will continue this story in the future. There will also be a link down below to this game page if you want to check it out for yourself, see how many times you can get killed, and give the dev some love. Alright, my chickadees, I will see you next time. Bye!